Hold, please. What's happening here? Where is... What is this? I thought I was ready to go. That is a mouse. Let's make sure that you can hear me here. Ah, much better, much better. I'm actually not even sure if I'm live. I think I'm live. My platform, my streaming platform changed, and there was a new question when I went live, and it was about recording. And oh, good, Faith is commenting, so I guess I am live. Hello, and good to see you. I'm glad to be here. I had to record last week. What's going on last week? So I'm live. It's been a day. It started with my annual doctor's appointment, which is always fun, and then went straight into my hematologist appointment, which is also always fun, and then went to an iron infusion, which is also loads of fun, and then home quick to work for an hour and a half, and then out to PT, which is also fun, but everything's fine. I'm here and I'm glad to be here. And I've yet to do my workout, so I'm trying to decide if PT was my workout today and the run is tomorrow, or if I run tonight. Because some of you know I run it early in the morning, and it's dark then too. So what is the difference between the dark at night and the dark in the morning, right? It's the same, except at night you're tired because it's been a day. So that will be decided at the end of this live. And I love tool time. You know how much I love tool time. Well, if you don't, then now you do know how much I love tool time, because we get to play and make a page. And so let's hop on into it. No, what happened? Did I just upload the wrong one? We do not have a Fun Friday drawing this week. Hold, please. I uploaded last week's. I was like, no, we don't have enough. We don't have a Fun Friday giveaway. We have a live giveaway tonight. There's 11:12. Coming right up. So exciting promo happening on creativememories.com right now. Hopefully you read my email and you saw it, and you might have gotten a text or an email from Creative Memories, depending on how your communications with them go. But there will be an in the feed drawing tonight. You do have to be present to win, and you just need to like and comment in order to be entered. And the little bot that helps me will make sure that you are entered. All right, so many thanks if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I appreciate that, of course. And also, it's the easiest way for you to catch up on videos that you might have missed. You can go right to playlists for Tool Time and Techie Tuesday and all the things, and don't have to go searching like you do on Facebook. Guess what? There is a virtual crop happening right now. It ends tonight at midnight. So there is still time. In fact, if you go to the Creative Memories virtual crop page, or actually, you don't even have to do that. If you go to Daytona Area Scrapbooking to the post about the virtual crop, there's a PDF in the comments that will get you the printout of the 4 sketches for this month. You can do it along with me, because that's one of the reasons I love Tool Time, because I usually make, it's usually the second Tuesday, and I usually make a sketch from the virtual crop. So you can follow right along, see how easy it is, whip one out, and then post it to the Creative Memories virtual crop group and then add the hashtag Daytona area scrapbooking to it. And then you'll be entered to win some CM credits. This one's always some low-hanging fruit, and you could use it towards this promo that's going on. So the promo that's happening right now is if you spend $150, you get to pick a bundle. Well, when you use your CM credits with that, like a lot of companies, if you were to use $10, then it's $140, then you'd have to spend another $10. Well, not Creative Memories. So if you have some CM credits to spend, say you have 20, you can put $150 in your cart, take out the 20 CM credits, and you don't have to put another 20 in. That's like you paying cash for that 20. So some low-hanging fruit tonight. Consider it free shipping if you get a page done tonight and post it to the virtual crop group and add the hashtag Daytona area scrapbooking. You'll be entered to win, and no one has done a page. Busy weekend last weekend, I guess. So people haven't had time to scrapbook, or maybe you're injured and you can't scrapbook. So, and you would if you could, but you can't. So I know some of you watching that fits the bill. So anyway, that is the virtual crop, and that ends tonight. And speaking of the bundles, I'm just going to show you real quick in case you haven't seen. Oh, that's great, Kim. I love that. So I just sent out, I posted the email. So it's me jumping out of a letter on the Facebook page, and I sent it out in the email. So I think you're on Facebook. So hop onto Daytona Area's scrapbooking Facebook, Kim, and look for that. The dates are out there, but the registration isn't open yet for June or July. But June will be in Lakeland, and July will be in Helen, and it'll be Wednesday through Sunday night. So arrive Wednesday, check out Monday, so that you don't have to drive through Atlanta on the weekends. I don't like to do that. All right, so here's the Black Friday promos. Okay, so I know that there was just a promo with free albums. There's always promos, like every couple weeks or every month there's a promo. So this is a spend get promo. That's what Creative Memories calls it. So if you spend $150, then you get to pick a bundle. Now, I did notice in the advisor group that somebody asked which one was running low. No surprise, but they ordered it. The least amount of it was the coastal one, which I think for the Florida people will be the biggest. So let's look a little closer. So this is the Cookie Exchange bundle, and it comes with a border punch, paper, stickers, embellishments, and a cute bag. Here's a close-up of the punch. Isn't not adorable? It's like the tools one with the hammer and the wrench and stuff, so that when you punch it, you can see the silhouettes of the spoon, the measuring spoons, the wooden spoons, the spatula, the measuring cup, the rolling pin. But when it falls out, that's your punch poop. So you can use them as little embellishments, or like it's showing in this picture, you can cut it out of different papers and like piece them back together like that for that look. Then there's the Enchanted Snow Globe, which also comes with a border punch, stickers, paper, bag, embellishments. And how cute is this border punch? It's little snow globes, and it has a little house and a tree, and then a tree and a little sign, and they're so cute. And then, of course, the one that is selling out the quickest, because they said they ordered the least amount, but it's, as far as usability for us in Florida, if you happen to be in Florida, how cute is this set? So this is paper, embellishment, stickers, and a double palm tree punch. Just how much use will we get out of that? There is a digital. So when you spend $30 in digital, you get all 3 of the kits for free. So that's a great deal as well. And digital pages, covers, and also spines, they all count for that, or digital artwork. So that is the promo going on right now. Super exciting. All right, back to this. So that's the Black Friday promo, and that's, you can get one of those free with every $150. So if you spend $300, you get to pick 2. If you spend $450, you get to pick all 3. All right, now I will be giving away 2 of those at my open house as part of the over $1,000 in stuff that I'm giving away. So my open house is this Friday evening, 5 to 9, Saturday, 10 to 9, Sunday, 1 to 5. And then I will offer virtual appointments. And some of you have already emailed me and asked me about virtual appointments, and I will get back to you as soon as we get a little closer, so I can see how busy each of the days is going to be. Only a couple people coming Friday night. Usually I have a ton of people the first day, but with it being a Friday night, that seems to be a difficult date for people, whether they don't want to drive in the dark or whatever. So lots of people coming Saturday, and then a lot of people coming Sunday afternoon, because usually my open house goes Sunday afternoon and Monday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that. So I think for some people, it's just a tradition to come to my open house on Sunday. So that is that. Now, open house prizes. This went out in the email that is posted to Facebook as well. So 3 hours with me. I always give away 3 hours with me. So you can use that over Zoom, or you can use it in person. The cookie exchange bundle, that's one with the rolling pins and that kind of thing. The enchanted snow globe bundle. Notice the coastal Christmas is not on there, because I figure if you guys are going to try to earn one of the promos, it'll probably be that one, because we, most of you live in Florida. All right, so then I'm giving away Creative Memories. Said they're going to continue the page kits, and so free page kit pass for 2025. So all of the page kits that get introduced, one of those. Free pass for all my local crops, plus Queen of the Crops shirt. This is an annual tradition. So if I have any of the crops that I have in town, you get a half table for free. You can upgrade to a full, and then you get your shirt that says Queen of the Crops with your name on it on the back. All the Border Maker cartridges released in 2025. So however, I don't know how many Creative Memories is going to release, but however many it is, that one person is going to win. Let's see, free pass for all of my card kits in 2025. So that is, people buy subscription to that. So, and it's $25 a month for a subscription. So 25 times 12, you do the math. That's a big prize. Same with the Border Maker cartridges. And then lastly, Y-Photo publishing points or forever gift certificate, $50. I mean, that's for my digital people, so they don't feel left out. And we want them to win too. And of course, they love to go in for the Queen of the Crops. And the 3 hours with me, the digital people love that one, because they can have me sit right next to them and teach them some tricks. So those are the prizes. Then open house tickets. How do you get tickets? You get tickets for attending. Yes, that even means the virtual people. Tickets if you share a ride. That doesn't apply to the virtual people. But if you come with a friend, you both get extra tickets. Why? Because it's that accountability thing. If you make plans to come with a friend, both of you are more likely to come. So you get tickets if you come with a friend, and make it a fun tradition. If you RSVP on my website, then you get 2 extra tickets. So that doesn't mean you texted me or you message me, but you actually RSVP on my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com. You get 2 extra tickets for that. If you bring someone new or missing, so if we have not seen them at all this year, then they're missing. So if you bring them to the open house, you will both get 5 tickets. If you bring a missing person. If you fill out a wish list, that's 5 tickets. If you already paid for Jumpstart January, you get tickets. If you paid for the January card class, meaning you're on subscription, or you pay at the open house. Usually I have my open house in December. I think that's why it says January. So we'll do it December or January. If you deposited for a 2025 retreat, which means there's only 2 out there right now that you could have deposited for, and that is Mount Dora and the cruise. So you get tickets for those. If you attended a retreat in 2024, and if you attended a day crop. Whew. Plus, you get a ticket for every $10 in purchases. And if you spend over $100, you get 10 bonus tickets. Plus, you get to pick from Santa's basket. And yes, orders placed on my website from November 4th all the way through the open house will count towards that. So you do not have to take your chances that coastal Christmas will still be available when you place your order at my open house. You can place it ahead of time, go ahead and secure that, and then you'll get tickets for the open house drawings. And those are purchases on my Creative Memories website. All right, and then we're doing collecting gift cards for Simon's Angels again. And so we've got 2 people that have texted me so far that they wanted to donate $30. So I'll fill this little card, little angels, as we fill it up. And so you can claim a square, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30. You get tickets that will enter you for a chance to win a $100 Creative Memories CM credits. So last year and the year before, we filled 2 of these cards. It's pretty awesome. That's $1,000 in gift cards. And that goes to families whose children have had transplants. And actually, because I know the founder of Simon's Angels, they actually keep these gift cards all year long. And they, as families, need gift cards. So I think in my email it said for families who are in hospital over Christmas. And while that is true, they do give it to them for Christmas. They actually have it for year round. So while families, thank you so much, Faith. Faith's always so generous for these things. Faith, I so appreciate you. So as families need to eat while they're in the hospital year round, they will give them those gift cards. Thank you so much, Faith. Techie Tuesday, November 19th, if you're into the digital. And then this is a date, time, and location change. Oh, and that time is wrong. The website is right. I changed it on the website. So in October, we did the Merry Mail card kit, and we did it with coffee at First Watch, and it was super fun. But we're going to do it again in December. But I switched it to Sunday afternoon because Cherry Hill is a place that I've liked to do some card events and whatnot. And through the years, well, they suffered damage from the last hurricane, Milton, and they lost their roof. So they were shut down for a little bit. They're back open again. So I just wanted to give them some business. So if you've already done the Merry Mail card kit, there are other card kits from Creative Memories, so you're welcome to still come sign up. You can pick a different box. You don't have to do the Christmas cards. So it's December 15th at 2 p.m. It's a Sunday. That seems to work for people. So it's Sunday afternoon. It's $29. That includes your ice cream and your choice of card kits. You can do the Merry Mail, or you can do something else. All right. Whew, so many announcements. Thanks for hanging in there. Jumpstart January. We're raising money for local veterans. This is a fan favorite. Make sure you signed up. I didn't, usually I like to say like what percentage we are signed up. I do have my phone. I can tell you. I won't be able to figure out the percentage on the fly, but Well, there's 23 people signed up right now. And looks like there's still some full tables left for Friday and Saturday. Still full tables left for Saturday only. Half tables are still left for Friday, Saturday. So we are in good shape, but that event is starting to gain traction. So if you like to attend that one, you will want to sign up. And if you're attending the open house, you'll get extra tickets. And then if you don't already have this shirt, also a fan favorite, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Scrappiness. That's what it says on the front. And then on the back, Scrappy Ladies Raising Money for Local Veterans, Daytona Area Scrapbooking. Make sure you go to my website, go to the shop, and order up your shirt for that. And this was in the email that just went out. So this is my 70th retreat. That's why I'm doing a little disco stance there. Registration is open. And that one, let's see. The capacity right now is 42, I believe. There are six spots left for that. Looks like 3 full tables and 3 half tables. So if you are planning to go to Mount Dora for my 70th retreat, the 70th gathering of the Memory Maniacs, you do not want to delay. That opened up this weekend. And as you can see, there's more people sign up for that than Jumpstart January because everyone knows how quick those fill up. So it's a $50 non-refundable registration deposit. And then final payment won't be due until March. So hope you'll join us. That's going to be a fun time. We're going to be discoing out in Mount Dora. All right. And then final reminder about the in-feed drawing tonight. That will be happening at the end. You do have to be present to win. And thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. All right. I'm excited. Oh, I meant to have these done. Please forgive me. They're almost done. Here is a little sneak peek of the November. I struggle. I didn't want to do Christmas because, it's the end of November and we've got those Christmas card classes and lots of you, do other things for Christmas cards, or you don't even mail Christmas cards. So anyway, I'm doing kind of like a Thanksgiving since it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So you'll have them done. And if you need a Thanksgiving card to like bring to whoever's hosting or whatever, you'll be able to use some of these cards. So this one is a fall theme. It says blessings stamped. This one, I still have to add a sentiment to it. This one's super fun. Wishing you a day filled with all the things you love. And it's got a little pie on it. And then these other ones are almost done, but we've got wood and plaid. So kind of like a manly, birthday. And then this one, I just have to figure out what sentiment I'm doing here. I got some ribbon, paper. So anyway, those are almost done. But if you were on at the beginning, you heard about the day I had. It's wild and happy to just be here. All right, let's make this page. So if you missed it at the beginning, this is the last night of the virtual crop for this month. So follow along or print out your sketches, and you can make a quick page tonight. Add Daytona hashtag Daytona Area Scrapbooking to it, and you can be entered to win some CM credits. All right, let's switch this over. This is what I was afraid of. Make sure that we can see. Might need to go up. I swear I need to attach a camera to the ceiling so that I can get high enough. That's how I feel sometimes. Let's redirect some light. Oh, this light isn't on. Let's add some more lights. that makes 5 lights. All right. Oh, hey, Carla. Good to see everyone hopping in here. It's been a minute. Okay, so these are the November virtual crop sketches. Now, Creative Memories didn't used to put out all the measurements and everything. So very helpful. So there's 4 sketches. And if you've not experienced the sketches before, this doesn't mean you have to put a flower. This just means, oh, that's probably a good place for an embellishment or whatever. I'm doing a 2-page spread tonight. I want you to see how quick this comes together, kind of like a project recipe, but it's a sketch. So you can take, even with your, even with project recipes, you can take liberties, your page, your way. But this one it doesn't come with the cutting guide. So for some people that's easier because the cutting guide, the cutting guide just confuses people because it has not math, but like geometry. Oh, Carla, I'm sorry. Hopefully that's your internet and not mine. But hopefully I'm not getting a warning on my end. So hopefully everybody else is okay. So tonight we're going to play with one of the new border maker punches, and also one of the new border maker cartridges. And this we're actually going to have a page with this at the open house. So that's going to be fun for you to play with in person if you attend. And we're going to play with both of these. It would make sense, just the shape of this, easy to just do this page right here. But I have a landscape group picture, so I'm going to do this one. I could just flip this over, but I think my brain after the day I've had won't be able to handle all that right now. So this is the one I'm going to do. Now, I'm doing pictures from my Aunt Joyce's 80th, and the colors were pink and teal. And so I originally was going to be heavy on this totally tonal soft pink. But then as I was looking for the pictures before, because I had printed them in October, and I don't know, some of you might be watching, you're not listening, but if you're listening, I need to know if you guys, if this happens to you. So I have like piles out here in my workshop, and they're kind of like tree rings. That's a bad thing. Somebody will help me figure out a better analogy. But like based on what's in the pile, I can like tell when in the like recent history it was. I was like, okay, this is when I tried to go live at Croptoberfest. Remember that in October, and then I couldn't. And so I was like looking for Croptoberfest like paper in the stack, and then I was like, oh, I see it, and then I could find that. But while I was digging through the stack, one of the other promos that CM had over the summer, you can see this is the beauty of my open house, is at my open house, because I take everything from my workshop and all of my like inventory and everything goes out to the rest of the house. It allows me to like organize myself. So it's twofold. You get to see everything I have, but then I get to get organized. So I found this ice cream shop. So this is another reason why you have to take advantage of the bundle things, because you just never know when you're going to need them. Now, I thought for sure I was going to use this ice cream social paper for one of our things at Cherry Hill, and I probably will. But in the meantime, since these colors in this set are pink and teal, that's the thing is, you know, there's two sides, but like this is just like little flowers, and then on the back side there's words about ice cream and that kind of thing. But the pink is perfect. And then this side is like little sprinkles, but it's teal. And then this side is polka dots. So it doesn't have anything to do with ice cream. So that's just, you know, you need all the paper. You can't just say, oh, I don't need that. Right? Because you might need it. Like for your aunt's 80th birthday party. All right. So it's tool time. So we want to play with punches. Okay. So let me just show you some of these pictures that I'm going to use. We're mainly outside at my brother's house, and there's a lot of black. Like this is a little black guest house. There's black wood, there's black kitchen cabinets, there's black fences. So there's like black accents in a lot of the pictures. Like in the background, they're subtle. And so I thought, well, what if I use black with this new punch? Because it kind of could be like, it's like a fence. I forget the name of it. I think it's called straight plaid or something. Wait, hold on, let me look really quick. Sometimes the names, like I call them my own names for better or worse. Like, oh, that's the new mittens punch. Oh my gosh, I think I've talked about that. Yeah, it's called the linear plaid. So whatever that is. So linear plaid. All right, let's play with the linear plaid. If you've not played with the Border Maker cartridge ever, here are the cartridges. They're $19.50 each. You need to collect every single one of them that Creative Memories comes out with. Better yet, you can come to my open house and try to win all the Border Maker cartridges for the year. Now, Frida, I don't know if Frida was on here. Frida, this one, yours is waiting for you. But Frida won this year. So the cartridge goes in. This little thing flips up because that is how you punch. But you use it in conjunction with this handy dandy piece. This little piece flips out. This little magnet piece lifts up. That slides in. That flips down to hold the paper in place. And then there's a notch on the front that lines up with the notch here. And then we punch. It's super easy to use. Nearly foolproof. For reals. This, oh, speaking of sprinkles, you end up with nice confetti that you can use for something else. So this is what I was thinking. Now, it doesn't scream birthday by any means, but like I said, it does go with kind of the overall theme in the back of the pictures. All right, so, and this is it's what's called a knockout punch by those in the industry. It punches out of the paper, so it stays attached to, the border doesn't fall away. So some of the Border Maker cartridges, the border falls away when you punch it. I call those true Border Maker cartridges because it makes the border. So this one, because it has a straight line on the top and the bottom, means it cuts out of the paper. If it only has a straight line at the bottom, that means you get kind of a edge on the top and it still stays attached to the paper. And then if there's no lines on the top of the bottom straight, then that just means it falls away. So like the apple one, ooh, my favorite, the Rick Rack. It's definitely my favorite. I actually really like this one too. I used it at a client's house last week. And what line am I on here? Okay. I just asked myself what cutting line I'm on the trimmer because I'm trying to make this, even. So I'm going to cut it to, what line is this? 1.25 inches. And that should give me the same-ish distance on the top and the bottom. I said ish. Maybe let's try. I think that one's going to be too much. It was. So, come on, CM. Everybody hates math. So it's not everybody. So it wasn't 1 1/4 inches. But by golly, that's what it feels like it's going to be again. Okay. That's good enough. Done is better than perfect. All right. So I love me some math, but once I start, saying 3/8, everyone just cut this 1 3/8. People are like, what? No. See, isn't so? But I'm going to trim off just a smidge of this because it's going to annoy me. This is what I love about this trimmer. I mean, look at this. I mean, I barely took off anything. Okay, so here are the pieces that are going to be here. And I love when a sketch gets tricky like this. So this is 9 inches and this is 3. And what's 9 plus 3? 12. So one of these strips gets cut at 9 and we use the other piece over here. But it gives the illusion that we've used 2 12-inch pieces and they're passing underneath. The same with this piece right here. This is 9 by 12 and we just use 3 inches of it on one side of the 2-page spread and 9 on the other. And then same with this. This is 9 and this is 3. So it's repeating itself multiple times, but it gives that illusion that like this piece is going all the way across and these pieces are going all the way across. I don't know what it is about that sketch. It speaks to me. All right, so now is the time. I'm going to use these light pink. It's hard for you to see on this video. This is a very light pink base. I'm using that as a base. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to go, I think I'm going pink, full pink. Pink here, and then I'm going to do teal over here. I think that's what I'm doing. So this piece is 9, 10, 11, 12 by 6. So this is 9 by 6, 3 by 6. So I am going to cut at 6. This is where it helps to just kind of talk it out. So here's my 12 by 6. And now I just need a 3-inch piece. All right. So this piece is this one. This piece is this one. Okay. So they're going on 2 different sides. Now let me grab this teal. Remember, we're going to do the same thing. This we're doing 9 by 12, not the same thing because the other one was 6 by 12, but we're doing 9 by 12, and then we're going to turn it and cut 3 inches off. Did I lose everyone? And we have a 9 by 9 over here, and then a 3 by 9 over here. So I'm going to put those with those places. So we've got the big things cut out. Then we've got some mats to do on here. And I think I'm going to do those with black, but maybe I'm going to do them with white. And then we still have to use this fun punch and decide how we're going to incorporate that. Now I've got lots of space down here and up here. So that might be how we're going to incorporate them. But let's just lay what we have out first. You can see that come together, and then we're going to come play with this one. All right. So here's this one first. So we're going to center this, And then this piece is going to kind of also be centered. Now this is where this 12 by 12, 13 by 13 actually, because it's got a ½ inch in each side, comes in so handy because I can push this up to this line and then I can center this 9-inch right in here. So I can go 1.5 inches down to here. And that makes it so easy when you're trying to center it. And then I can use the first one to do the second one by matching up those edges together. All right. So there's that. I can use the left side to do this one. And now I know those are both centered. Now I can hold this one up to this. I can either use my measurements, or now since I've measured one, I can hold it up over here. Okay. Now I can line that up like that. Isn't that cool, that look? Okay. Now for this one, watch what we do here. I can measure. I can use my mat or measure, or I can flip these around and use the one I measured as the guide. Like that. All right. So you can do it like that. But this is what I'm talking about. I love that it looks like that one's passing under. I don't know. I'm just weird. Okay. And so then this one, we're going to cut here, and then the other piece is going to go over here. And I haven't decided if we want to, let's cut it first. So we want to cut this at 3. And I'm so glad it went in the meaty part there. So it didn't like, let me see if it matters. Okay. So those go over there. Oh, I need some repositionable tape. It is much easier to use repositionable tape on these little holy borders. So, ooh, that's sharp. That looked good. Wait till we see it with some pictures on it. Oh, all right. This is going to be a pain. I should just, okay, I think there's enough on this edge for me to use regular tape here. I got just enough. That's what this little clicky thing is, in case you were wondering. You can advance it so that you get some right on the little tip. And then that allows it so that you can just get 1 or 2 to come out. So I'm going to put that there. It's definitely, you know, faster for me to go zoop with a repositionable. Oh, and then that doesn't happen. But it does work, you know. Back in the old days when we only had this one and the mini, we had the mini, and the mini would also be great because these are lines. They're not like little holes. So it'd be really easy to run that mini down. So what do you think so far? I think it looks sharp. Let me make sure that I'm using, okay. These colors, I can also use them for I could use them for my 50th retreat because we did a 50s. Kind of looks like a 50s theme. Alrighty. Okay, now it is time to decide about a mat and also decide so we have a 4x6, a 4x6, and a 4x4. Now the problem with using the black is those are going to touch, but they won't over here. So maybe I'll just mat that one in the middle. So let me cut it at 4 and at 6, and we'll decide, because again, it's a sketch. So if I don't want to mat all of them, I don't have to. These two are what I'm referring to. These ones kind of will have a natural mat because these photos are cut 4x4, and so then you can see on the sketch, well, it's hard to tell, but they have this, the teal will be around them. All right, so let's start laying out some of these pictures. Now, we've got the group, and that one is definitely going here. So that one needs to get trimmed down to go there. Then we're all wearing these pink shirts, and they're the hug shirts. I don't know if you've ever seen reels of that. So we painted my Aunt Joyce's hands this teal blue that matched the front of the shirt I designed. So you can see here she's got blue arms. So then she gave everyone a hug, and it was fabric paint, and it definitely calmed down after it got washed, but the arm prints are still there. It was very sweet. So sadly, the birthday girl got covered in paint. And then we all put our thumb in the paint, and we all made a heart with our thumbprints on the back of hers. So then she had our thumbprints on the back of hers. So I'm using the new trimmer, which is back in stock, by the way. And I didn't even realize that this trimmer was out of stock for a hot minute, but I have some arriving in time for my open house. So, because those are things that people like to give to themselves this time of year, because my open house, everyone who attends gets 25% off one item. And those are the types of items, like the big trimmer that's $49, that people like to, where's my sketch? Okay, so these ones do overlap. I'm just going to lightly set this here because I don't want to stick it down. So that was the whole crew. And then one of these, so we got a 4x4 and a 4x6. So I think this one I can trim to a 4x4. You see what I'm doing here? I know we've got those little those little guides that everyone was in love with, where you like lay it on. I like to kind of do it right on the trimmer. So this one, I can see that it's gonna just, miss my aunt's finger, and I can kind of by sight look and see, like, I'm not gonna lose her head. Because I can see where the line for 4 is. So that's I kind of just do it. It's probably because I'm lazy and I, don't want to pull out another tool, but I know people were gaga for them. Okay, so these dimensions were 4x6 and 4x4 with a mat. So I don't think I need to do a mat. I think I can just do them like that. And then I'm not going to stick them down yet. And then these ones, the photos are also 4x4. So I've picked these ones. This one looks like my Aunt Joyce is wearing like a I don't know, a scarf on her head, but it's a towel behind her. Ugh, don't you hate when you notice that afterwards? In the heat of the moment, we were like, oh, let's take a birthday. And then I was like, move those towels out of the way. They're in the back of my picture. So we've got, and she's wearing a crown. Super cute. All right, so here's, and again, I'm sighting because I don't want to cut off Aiden's head. And okay, wait. Oh, this was the other one. Okay, so this one, that we're famous like chips and salsa and dips and stuff. Okay, so if I chop this 4x4, I'm going to get the picture that has the Joycey baby 80 and still fabulous. But if I put it next to this one, what I was thinking was I could go 4 and come in a little bit and then use that extra on this one. So let me cut this one first. I'm going to go just like 1/8 of an inch from the top of her head and then this way. Okay. Now, if I take off an inch over here, I can give myself an extra inch over here. So does that make sense? So now I don't have to do 4x4. I can do 5x4, and then I can get in this whole lovely charcuterie board, snack board, and that's already 4. So see how you can do that with the sketches. Make it work for you. You can say, all right, I'll give you a 1/2 inch over here if I can have an inch over here. So this one needs to go to 3 because we gave the extra inch to this picture. And then now the spacing will still work. It, instead of just 4 solid, it's, you know, shifted over there a little bit. Okay. So now we can go ahead and stick these down. My mom makes the best carrot cake that the family loves, but my one niece is allergic to carrots, and then we have a big contingent that is gluten-free. So she made a gluten-free sweet potato cake, which was amazing. And so instead of carrots, wherever she would put a carrot, she put a sweet potato instead. And it was so good. All right, so that looks right. Okay, so that's that, but we still haven't played with a punch, but I think I'm going to repeat this pink, and just, it reminds me when it's cut in half like a crown. And so I'm going to attach that to the bottom of these. You'll see. Hang with me for a second. All right. So with this border maker punch, you don't need, you don't have 2 pieces. It is freestanding. You just have to know how to use it. There's 2 black lines in the middle. You can start anywhere in between those 2 black lines. It mirrors what's on here. So if you want to start it like in the middle of this situation, kind of like this, you want to either start in the middle or start on either of the ends. There's also lines imprinted down here to help you line it up. And that is what I like to do. I like to start on the left, punch, and then slide through. Now this one has two little triangles. And so right here, that would be wrong. Plus you would see paper. Well, you don't, but see paper sticking out. So you want to match up the two. Well, so then that means this is how it lines up on the very first punch. And that feels very wrong because it feels like, well, gee, I didn't slide it out at all. But it's right. Then when you slide it out, you get the two triangles. This is what let me put it on black. You get two of these little triangles, and that's what's printed here for you to line up to. So this is the first punch that I know of that has two of these little pyramids for you to use. And then the only other thing I see people do wrong consistently is it's not pushed flat back here. And if it's not pushed flat back there, then your punch is gonna be crooked. So it like I'm like barely moving it out. But that is right. We're lining up those two pyramids. And then on that last one, so that's what you get. So I'm going to do two because here is what I'm thinking. Let me get these back. That I will cut these in half so that it looks like it's hard to see that she was wearing a crown, but that it's going to look like this. What do you think? Just to add a little bit of, and actually I could take it all the way across because we're going to cut two in half. So let me do two real quick. Now I got to cut off these knobbies because I don't have a flat edge, and now I have all these little knobbies. But if you're in a rush like me, you can just flip it around to the other side and say, I'll just trim that later. We're just going to come back to that some other time. Now, there isn't much. I normally like to play in my punch poop during tool time, but there isn't really much by way of punch poop for these punches. Do you notice that? We've got confetti and we've got confetti. More confetti. But the new one that's just coming out, Bordermaker punch that has the mittens. Oh boy, those are darling. And they can be snow mittens or they can be like oven mitts, just as easy. All right. So we are in the home stretch. Oh, and it's 7:59. We got an 8 o'clock deadline. It's not like they're going to kick us off the airwaves, but I like to be done at that time for you all. All right, so I can see my cut line. I'm going to hold this down so it doesn't move. And I'm going to cut those in half. Now, I probably had enough paper that I could have just done 2 more strips and just tucked it under. But I'm just going to do it this way. Oh, now these I most definitely need. Please be repositionable in here. Gah. Hold, please. I know I have some right here. Thankfully, I did not need to go far. Sorry. This was, if ever there was an application for for repositionable tape, it's this right here. Now, why did I move my mat? Because you do not want to get repositionable tape on your cutting mat, because then it requires like magic eraser or sponge. What? No, I guess it's called a magic eraser, that sponge. But this is like a, you know, not a cutting mat. So I can just go right down with my repositionable tape. Repositionable, so doesn't mean that it's not permanent. It just means, oh, it's little dots. So if any get through, and in this case, hardly any did, I can just run my hand over it and get it off. But on the cutting mat, even if you don't feel it anymore, that's what's happened, where these little dark marks that you may or may not be able to see. And I tell you what, when you use the custom cutting system and it goes on one of these, it doesn't matter if you've been using the custom cutting system for 20 years like I have, it wants to like hop over it. And it is not pleasant. So let's see about, I might just have to cut it off because I might not be able to get this. All right. I want to tuck it under so that I can be consistent. But if I tuck it all the way under so that it goes onto the black, I think I'm going to lose too much of it. So I think I will just trim it right there. Somewhere in this mess is a pair of scissors. There we go. Now, actually, oh wait, it doesn't go that way. Should it just be on this? Oh, should it just be, should it just be on the black? Should it just be on the black? And then it kind of makes them the same length? I think so. You can weigh in. But I feel like, you know, it's either got to be black or teal. And because of the measurements, I can do it really either way. Oh my Lanta, this is a pain. I really should have done this before I stuck it down. I've got borders hopping all over the place. Okay, so let's take, see, good thing it's repositionable. I can just pull this baby right up. I know, I was thinking that too, Jen, that I could just do the teal parts, but because these pictures kind of cover over it, it would just be that little bit. And I just love this. I love this punch so much. Oh, for the love. Get off. So I really only needed one of those. Oh, come on. Come on. What's happening here? Okay. Whew. Almost done. Almost done. Let's turn that upside down. I think this piece is already cut. It does kind of look like little crowns, just like I thought it would. All right. So that's that. Now, my favorite trick to add a few more pictures in is what, class? That is use your custom cutting system. And I already pre-cut some circles here to leverage more space. So I've got this. This is my Aunt Joyce. And then my brother and my sister-in-law hosted at their house. So I wanted to do a picture of them. And then this is my Aunt Joyce's family from Texas, her son and daughter-in-law, and granddaughter. And like I said, this is how I sneak a couple more pictures in. Yay, Katie. I knew I could count on you to get in some get in an entry. Nice. All right, so that is the layout. Not that one. This one. And now I've got room. I can journal over here. I can add a title. I've got plenty of room for journal, title, and for, you know, some embellishments, some other, did I stick that down? Yep. And so that completes the page. And that is our two of our newest tools, not the two newest tools, but some of our newest, and you'll have a chance to play with them, like I said, at the open house. Whew. All right, let's change this up and say hey once again. We're back, and hopefully the bot has been collecting entries, and hopefully no one has hopped off. Now, don't hop off when that name is drawn right away, because sometimes they're not on. You have to be present to win. So make sure you chime in. If you see your name displayed, say, hey, I'm here. Because if you don't, then we will draw again. All right. So let's see who our winner is. And it goes fast. I know sometimes people thought, I didn't see my name. And then we went back and they were there. Deb Harner, are you here? Well, wait a second, because there is a little bit of a, you know, people, if they're, you know, crafting while they're watching, yay, it takes them a minute to run over to their computer, say they're here. Well, congratulations, Deb. Hip, hip, hooray. I will add that to your CM account. So look for that immediately after. And then you can spend it on the latest promo. Yay. I'm sure you were creating something awesome. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out with me. Remember, it's not too late. You have till midnight tonight that you can submit a page to the Creative Memories virtual crop group. And don't forget to add hashtag Daytona Area Scrapbooking so that I see it and enter you to win some CM credits from me. Plus, you might win something from Creative Memories. So hopefully I will see you at my open house. Don't forget to go to DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com to register so you get extra tickets. And hopefully I will see you this weekend. If you have any questions, let me know. If you know you want to donate to Simon's Angels, let me know. And that's all. Until I see you again, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.